Have you ever experienced a movie you thought was cool as a kid, but watching it as an adult gave you a reality check?
Why do you watch these films?
Well, it happened to me again. So join me on this journey of discovery, and
It won't be pretty.
No kidding.
this video focuses on the movie Brainscan, released in 1994. It is a lesser-known horror movie focused around an interactive video game about killing innocent victims that later turns out to be real. I remember discovering this movie as a kid when I was going through the free poster bin at my local Family Video. It caught my eye because of Edward Furlong, who stars in one of my favorite movies of all time, Terminator 2. Too bad it didn't get any help from Terminator.
Come with me if you want to live.
As we get underway, Michael receives a call from his friend Kyle on what I would consider to be a PowerPoint FaceTime.
I know you're there, dude. Hey, sausage!
The graphics reminded me of an old 3DO game, Plumbers Don't Wear Ties, which is argued to be one of the worst video games of all time. And speaking of worst, that might be Kyle's judgment.
How's Kimberly looking tonight? You watching her again?
Dude! But I guess Kimberly's a watcher, so it's just normal now. What do you think about that, Michael?
Michael, that sick puppy.
Then Michael makes his way to the fridge for some milk and forgets how to drink, apparently. And this next scene is actually quite comical as Michael meets with his principal to discuss his school horror movie club.
What was that film you were watching?
Death, death, death.
Death, death, death.
Part 2.
Oh, Lord.
And this next scene is channel gold.
Why do you watch these films? You will bring me the next videotape or video game you plan to show. I will watch it if I can stand it, and if I approve, you will be allowed to show it.
So good.
That night, Michael's neighbors have the opposite of a low-key kegger. I guess the neighborhood watch had the day off. But there's no time for house parties. It's time to dial in and fire up Brainscan.
Who the hell are you?
Take this seriously, Michael.
Yeah, come on, Michael. I mean, this game comes with its own personal assistant. The least you could do is be nice to it.
Video games are ancient history. This is the first disc in a series of 4.
Wait, what? So, video games are ancient history, but this is a 4-disc collection? Interesting. And for those of you watching who are old enough, let's take a moment to remember a time of burning CDs and making a slick cover art. I mean, it must be an authentically licensed game if it looks like it was sold out of someone's trunk. And now, for our first taste of gameplay.
The gate. The gate. On the right. That's it. That's it. Inside.
That was insane.
Oh yeah, so insane when someone's just guiding you through the whole level like that. Okay, and it looks like he's thirsty for milk again, and he just needs to slow down this time. Again? Hey, Michael. If you keep spilling the milk like that, we're gonna have to take it away from you, okay? So with dopamine levels high and the kegger still going strong, Michael decides to let off some stereo steam.
All right. Try that. How about that? Huh? How about that?
Catch me outside, how about that?
We need a towel, please. But this milk is so exfoliating. Later, Michael stops over to Kimberly's house and get a load of this die-hard 90s motif. Dad knows it. Then Michael figures out from the news that the murder he committed in the game must have been real. So Michael runs home, realizing he was supposed to keep a souvenir.
The human foot.
Ugh, when your plan is to just kick back and play a cool game, then you catch a case. And don't you just love the stock-sounding gasp? Here we're introduced to Trickster, who is supposed to be a sort of villain, but really just gives off washed-up roadie vibes.
My name is Trickster.
Lady, you're scaring us.
Then Michael and Trickster have this odd exchange. Now that Trickster's arrived, we can't move on until he plays his party mix.
Never leave home without it. From the top of the charts to a space in your heart.
What the hell was that? You can clearly tell this is causing Michael discomfort.
Stop that! Stop it!
Ugh, agreed. Just look at this dude.
Knock it off!
Attempting to bury the freezer foot, Michael hides from a bystander but lets out this sound. Are you adjusting yourself or something? So the man's dog goes over to investigate.
Bruh.
How does he miss him? Later, Michael's friend Kyle comes over, they get into a bit of an argument, and then as we're scrolling down Michael's bulletin board, we see this goofy picture of Kyle, and it just so happens to be there's this dinosaur that has the same grin. At this point, Michael's already played the second disc, and now he has something new waiting for him in his freezer. That's right, more slide guitar. And other things. Detective Hayden and his partner come by to question Michael about the murders. Then this weird scenario takes place.
What the hell are you doing over there?
No, why are you over there? Detective Hayden knew exactly what he was doing.
I'm sick of you doing 20 miles an hour in this town. Give me the keys.
Yeah, fork him over. So as Detective Hayden decides to see how fast this baby can go, Michael is greeted by Trickster's Slob Fest. Wow, is he giving that chicken the business.
Fix myself a little snack, hope you don't mind.
It's a little undercooked. You're gonna give Michael nightmares eating the chicken like that. Judging by this display, could you imagine what Trickster's bathroom looks like?
You see the newspaper?
The paper had an article about Kyle's death, but check out the back of this paper. The annual high school senior concert trip featuring Aerosmith. Now this is my kind of high school.
We're not worthy! We're not worthy!
You're worthy, get up.
Now Kimberly and Michael are fighting because of something Kimberly unintentionally put in that paper, so Michael's way of coping is to blast his music. During this time, Detective Hayden proceeds to get his career canceled by breaking into Michael's place to gather ashes for testing. Just a couple scoops. Oh, there we go. Perfect. When Detective Hayden gets the blood test records back, they supposedly prove Michael's guilt. But hold on just a second. There wasn't any blood on Michael after the murder. He did spill milk all over himself, so maybe they could have tested for that. Not to mention, you'd really only be able to test bones and teeth from ash anyways, so... Prior to getting the lab results back, Detective Hayden sets up a search party, for which they don't even know who they're looking for.
If I see a weapon in a citizen's hands tonight, I'm going to confiscate that weapon and I'm going to arrest that citizen, even if it's a water pistol.
Whoa, take it easy, Detective. And water pistols? What are we hunting, vampires? And here we go again with Michael trying to camouflage himself in the bushes. Let's see if this officer can do a little better finding him. Yeah, buddy, a little lower. Little lower there. Yep, see him right there? You see him? He's right there. You see him? You see him? It's right there. Come on. You see him. I know you do. Let's go. It's right there. You see him. Come on, lower. You see him. Right there. See? Ah! Whew. That was close. Alright, who's there? Stop making noises in the bushes, Michael.
This is not a mundane detail, Michael!
And I'll just ruin it for you. He doesn't find him again. He does find this raccoon, though. I'm terrible at my job. Then as the search party is hard at work...
Jeez, he's got a gun!
Police out.
Damn it, I said no water pistols! Well, boys, I guess that's our cue to pack it in for the night. Yeah, I was getting tired anyways. Then we have this brilliant exchange between Michael and Officer Doofy.
What are you doing, kid? They just shot the killer over there. Get out of here.
Yeah, I haven't been over there yet to know that, but I know a thing or two about a thing or two. Here, Detective Hayden makes sure his partner isn't just sleeping or something.
Which one of you would like to tell his wife?
So here we are on disc 4 with the target being Kimberly, and we see Aerosmith injected again with the posters on the wall. Come to find out, this had something to do with Edward Furlong being in their Livin' on the Edge video. Speaking of living on the edge, that's the feeling that I had watching this movie. Except not on the edge of my seat, but more like on the edge of a cliff. And now Michael and Trickster are getting a bit handsy because they're pissed off at each other. And oh no, somebody wants a snack again. I know, Kimberly, his eating habits scare me too. And his face. So now that Trickster gave Michael a nasty case of pink eye, Kimberly has something to confess.
You watch me from your window. I know you do.
Oh wait, you know about that?
I watch you too. Take pictures, look. Love you, Michael.
So after Michael separates himself from Trickster, despite all the broken bone sounds, Trickster brought Detective Hayden. And I think the obvious question for Trickster at this point is, how do you wipe with those nails? And that's the end. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm just kidding.
Oh my God. Oh my God!
All right, that's it. Take his milk privileges away right now.
What is this? It was a dream. Wasn't even real. I didn't kill anybody. There's no trickster.
You gotta be kidding me.
You brought me to hell!
You and me both, man. Perfectly justified right about now, except then I'd have to buy all new stuff. Whoa, 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 look on the bright side. Your friend Kyle's back, right?
Hello? Oh my God, Kyle!
And you found out Kimberly likes you. That's gotta be a good thing still.
I just wanted to ask one thing.
Okay.
Please, will you go out with me?
I don't think so.
You gotta be kidding me.
I mean, I'll think about it.
You'll think about it.
Yes. But
Maybe, right? Not enough. Maybe.
yes. Maybe.
My head hurts.
What are my chances?
Not good.
You mean not good like 1 out of 100?
I'd say more like 1 out of 1,000,000.
So you're telling me there's a chance? Yeah!
I have to get back, so.
Don't ask me to explain that one. Hey, the game did predict this though. So the movie wraps up with Michael visiting his principal to give him a little gift.
What can I do for you, Mr. Brown?
Well, I have a game I want to show to the horror club.
Brainscan. Yes, well, this should be entertaining.
Actually, what will be more entertaining is the principal having all of the computer equipment to even play the game. And of course, we have to have one last goodbye to Trickster.
Scary.
One redeeming quality about this movie is its soundtrack, which is like a 90s time capsule of grunge rock and metal. Well, that's all for this video, and I do mean it this time. I hope you enjoyed watching it as much as I liked making it. Please hit the like and subscribe button, share this video with your friends, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you.